Just wanted to share something with you. I was over at Harlan Williams' house yesterday. Oh my God, that view from his house. He was telling me you had been up there, and I just thought this is like if you saw a movie about Los Angeles, that's the image, that's the view you imagine. And I was looking out over that landscape, going, "Oh yeah, that's right. That's why I stay here. This shithole is such a mess. They've destroyed this place. But when you stand back and look at how beautiful it is and the weather's amazing and you see the ocean off in the distance, it's like that's why you stay. Even though they're doing everything they can to chase us out."
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I interviewed Rick Caruso the other day. And, it's so, first off, it's so symbolic. If you think about it, if you want to know sort of the two different paths you could take, in terms of governing. Just really think about the symbolism of this. So, I talked to Rick, and we went over to his Palisades place, and he has all these. I don't want to call them malls, facilities, grounds, or whatever. Yeah. They're beautiful. And he has them in Glendale, and he has one in the, Westlake Village, and blah blah blah. But he said, I said, how does it work? The whole private fire department and all that kind of stuff. And look, the first thing is, folks don't want to conceal and carry, and people don't want to have security, and people don't want to have to pay for their own fire department. We would not like to have to pay for that.
We're not supposed to have to.
We're not supposed to have to. It's just like, I would like, when a refrigerator burns out or a sofa gets too much cat piss on it, I would like to just drag it out to the curb and leave it, and then have the city pick it up.
Yes,
because I pay enough in taxes. But that's not how it works. I don't want to pay somebody to come pick it up, but I must.
I remember when you said you wanted your own trash man and your own cop back in your early days of paying taxes.
I do.
You don't say that anymore because you've gotten ground down.
Yeah. All right. So here's the deal. He had to retain his own fire department, and these guys are guns for hire, and you pay them yearly. And when the shit happens, like a retainer on an attorney.
But the interesting question is, how did he know that he was gonna need that?
They were he knew he was going to need it because he knows the incompetence of the city council in Los Angeles, and he knows Nithya Raman is burning all her calories down in the Hyperion Boulevard trying to take U-turn signs down so gay guys can cruise again.
And take on Toyota to make taking out catalytic converters more difficult.
She's busy taking on Toyota, tearing down U-turn signs, and making sure they tear down tree houses that have been in Sherman Oaks for 30 years that the kids enjoy. Okay, they're busy.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and he knew that the forest is mismanaged, and he knew the aqueducts have cracks in them, and he also knows he's dealing with incompetence. Why? They're incompetent people. They're not serious people. He's a serious person. So he does what responsible, serious, sober people do, which is they engage their own, knowing.
They get insurance, essentially, against the incompetence.
Yeah, it's insurance. And speaking of insurance, he saves a lot on insurance.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's a bubusinessman. It's like...
And so are they, the insurance companies.
Their insurance, yes. And they don't want his $1 billion.
They don't want to pay for that
burn
again.
down.
Yeah.
No. So it all works. That's what responsible people do.
Jesus.
And so then 2 days before the fire hits, his crew is already on site.
Because they predicting winds, or
yes. Everyone. By the way, I heard 100 million reports. I didn't hear 100 million reports about fires. I heard 100 million reports about winds. Big winds coming. I have no idea how they can predict the wind.
I don't know.
It's crazy. It's almost like
especially 2 or 3 days ahead.
It's like shaman-like. You know what I mean? Like an Indian, like an elder. Like that guy would rule the land if he could predict the wind. You know what I mean? But somehow they knew the winds were coming. And part of what probably he pays for is for them to be constantly sitting on a radar looking at what's coming. They have to sit and check weather all day, every day. I mean, that's part of their job, the vigilance of the fire crew. So 2 days beforehand, they were all on site with trucks, putting fire retardant down on the roofs
Of course.
of the building and doing things you would do to prevent things.
Wouldn't it beg consideration that the city maybe call those guys in and go, hey, what do you know that we could do to do a better job? You know what I mean? What do they think?
They don't want to do better.
No, but what do they think the city should be doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would be curious to know, if they were to evaluate the city's sort of fire preparedness, what would they recommend? I'd like to hear it. That I'd like to hear that more than I like to hear about catalytic converters and Toyotas.
Well, they didn't want to. You wanted to go in 5 years ago and talk about the homeless situation.
10 years ago.
No.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've been worried about this.
I know. You made a bid to go in 5 years ago.
Well, let's think about it. It was pre-COVID, right?
I don't know. When did the LA Times article come out about
That's a good question. You can look that up.
Come on, Drew. All right, it's going to be 5 years ago.
Okay. You'll be right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
keep moving.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I know. No, you wanted to go in always, but in your heart. But you made a move, and they booted you out. All right, so they're not interested in outside counsel on the job they're doing. It may bring a little shame to them to find out that maybe they're not doing this, a bang-up job.
Right. So
that's off the table. They don't talk to anybody. By the way, it's kind of petulant chick thing, like fuck you and your knowledge, I people do it to me all the time, like I don't know. Yeah, it's like, all right, I don't know why you don't. I would ask Rick Caruso what he wants, what his thoughts are on everything.
Yes.
The article in the Times is 2021.
Oh, really?
Well,
Okay,
what
so
month?
post-COVID.
What month?
It doesn't matter. I mean, it was 5 years
I want to know
ago.
what month. No, it wasn't. Well,
Is this a joke? Was the headline of that so-called journalist, Jackie? What's the name on there?
April was the month, April 2021.
So it's been
4.5 years. Yeah.
Jacqueline Cosgrove.
Yeah.
She did not ask me what my training was. She had no idea why I would be appropriate for a job like that. She did no journalism, none, although she talked to a homeless advocate in New England who is well known for being very distorted in his views on things. And he has no idea who I am or what I've done. Oh, my God.
You got to read. We got to read on this article.
It's so ridiculous.
So they don't want your advice, Drew, and they don't want Rick Caruso's advice, and they want people around. They don't want it. All right, hold this article for a second.
Okay.
I'll get angry about it, but I'll just clear it for a second because Dr. Drew won't be able to think right.
Yeah.
Now, the point is 2 days before the fire came, Rick was there with all his people in place. And then his place is untouched and everything around him is destroyed. Okay. Karen Bass is in Ghana.
Of course.
Doing, I don't know what business in behalf of Los Angelinos, but she's in Ghana. I'm sure we paid for the ticket. And then she went there because they're swearing in a new prime minister or something in Ghana. So, of course, she would need to be there.
Yes, of course.
So that's where she was. So those were our two choices for mayor. And we chose the one who wanted to go to Ghana. Okay. That's the decision we made.
Yeah.
And that's who my mom would have liked to see in charge.
Yeah.
Now that things burn to the ground, maybe there'll be some sobering up or something. I don't know. It's weird how long they can milk the sort of incompetent thing based on some sort of, it was there's a great tweet. There's a tweet that Andrew can find. I sent out a drone shot that Andrew did. We went through. I sent it to you, but I tweeted it out, and it was sort of flying through the wreckage of a building and then up over pristine acreage, which is Rick Caruso's, and then in the background was just acres of scorched earth, which, by the way, now that they've cleaned everything up, just looked like farmland. It's just like dirt. It just looks like it doesn't even present as, these were neighborhoods.
Right.
That it just looks like open land.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were very elaborate neighborhoods.
Yes,
they were very involved.
Yeah. All right. So that's all gone. But the point is I sent that out there, and I said, guess which property Rick Caruso was in charge of, and not everything that was burnt out. That was Karen Bass's turf, or lost.
It's such a vivid metaphor for what's going on. And I see Spencer Pratt on the warpath. He's out there posting about it. But why aren't people getting it?
Well. One of the first comments that was given to this was a great one, which was care to remind us which luxury empire Rick Caruso was running while pretending to understand the people.
What's he talking about?
Well, it's a class warfare thing. Remember I used to say literally a millionaire?
Yeah.
Because they were always like, no one's going to listen to you if they find out. And I was like, what? Fuck you. Why wouldn't they listen? What do you mean? I'm successful. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, he's pretending to understand. Okay. What about when a rich guy builds a hospital? Is that okay? Or pretending to understand sick people? Or what does that mean? Do you know what I mean? What if Rick Caruso just built an aqueduct? Would that be okay with Cashy? Anyway,
oh my God, look at that last paragraph.
Was it the Grove, or maybe that billionaire playground in Palisades Village where a latte costs more than minimum wage? By the way, this guy's a problem solver, isn't he?
Oh my God!
First off, it's insane. It drives me nuts when people go, they're going to charge $12. You don't have to buy a latte.
Yeah, don't buy it.
Don't buy it.
Exactly.
Or go down the street to the Starbucks.
And by the way, he doesn't determine the cost of a latte.
It's for his millionaire friends. His fat cat friends.
But the
reason I go nuts on this is because I grew up with this.
Yeah.
I grew up with these. These are idiots.
It's economic illiteracy.
How exactly does someone worth billions, whose entire career is building upscale shopping centers for the ultra rich? By the way, have you been down to the Americana in Glendale?
I've been to the Grove, been to the Americana.
It's a bunch of fucking Armenian families in flip-flops and shorts, like walking around with their kids.
Yes, it's the community. It's the Glendale community.
Go check the parking structure. See how many Maybachs and Ferraris you see in there. There's like fucking RAV4s.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ultra rich.
They better get rid of that. They have a pizza factory. What do they have there? They have very theme restaurants for the ultra rich.
For the ultra rich, ultra rich love a slice.
Yeah.
So where? Let's see. How exactly does someone? Okay, we did that one right for the ultra rich. Where was this empathy when your tenants were struggling with rent hikes? So wait a minute. Is this like, are these ultra rich outlets? Are these like Prada? I mean, okay, you built a mall for the ultra rich in there. It's not going to be a Chuck E. Cheese. There's got to be Prada and all Ferrari, Lamborghini dealership, Apple, right?
Yeah, of course.
So Apple's struggling to pay rent in your ultra rich, pay rent hikes, or when homeless people were being pushed away from your properties like trash. It turns out families that go to malls don't like stepping over homeless people.
Yeah. And
that's part of the reason his
families go.
His places are attractive is because they're clean and they're safe.
Yeah.
Anyway, this guy, this retard, is the reason why we end up with Karen Bass and everything else, homeless and garbage and everywhere, because these people won't tolerate.
Can you click through on that
They're noble
guy?
somehow. It gives them some nobility.
They care. Mm-hmm. They care. And he's stealing from everybody. His rent is stealing. His lattes are stealing.
Yes.
He's stealing.
I love the premise that he's setting. He's going by one of his properties and there's a there's a ma and pa coffee shop, and he pulls in and goes, "What are you charging for a latte?" And there's $7. $7? Not on my watch. Let's make it $19. And but sir, they're holding their hat with two hands.
Yes, of course.
But sir, we would go out of business. Our people are working, common people who need a latte. I don't want that trash in here. $19, you're out. And then he leaves because he's. If I said to Rick Caruso, "What is the cost of a latte in one of your shops on one of your places?" He'd go, "I don't know.
They're not his business.
It's not my business.
Yeah.
They pay rent,
Yeah.
and then they sell lattes or not.
Yeah.
They sell whatever they want,
Yeah.
and they charge what they want for the latte."
Yeah. And by the way, the market determines what the price can carry,
Yes.
what they can do.
Yes.
But that's, again, that economic illiteracy they have.